this week, I wanted to chat about the real important, something that I reflected on, how I do my day to day, how I handle my customers, and what I try to really put emphasis on that has a separation between me and all the other mortgage options that you have out there as far as loan officers are concerned.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just doesn't come down to interest rate or closing costs or lender type, whether we could all be the same. So how do you make a differentiator between the two? And to me, that comes down to the customer service part of it, which is given. Like, everybody wants really good customer service. It's part of the business. The next thing is education and preparation, making sure that someone that's borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars understands the pros and cons of each loan, the different options that you have, and getting you in a position where you're as qualified as possible to purchase the house that you really love. Sometimes that takes time. Sometimes people apply and it's not the best. It's not the best situation. And we have to go over some improvement strategies to be able to open up some more doors or get a better pricing on interest rate and closing costs. It's really difficult for somebody to come in and apply to any mortgage company with a CD graded application and expect the best, or shop between different lenders to get the best. Really, the time and effort that it would take to reapply, you should put into making your application stronger, so that way when you do apply, you immediately get the best. And if there's not a lot of time, maybe there's some other pressures from outside in life that are causing a customer to have to make a decision right then and there about buying a house, then we have to go through the different options. And it's really important to come up with, know your plan A, plan B, and if there's a plan C. It's important to go into the contract knowing exactly what plan A is, but also being educated about what your plan B is and what your alternative option is in the event that something happens mid-process that prevents us from doing plan A. To have these type of conversations before you sign a purchase and sales agreement is really important. And if you start having them after you sign a purchase and sales agreement, now it becomes incredibly stressful. You're in a place of desperation and you're pleading with whoever's going to help you, so that way you can execute the closing. And if you don't have your plan B figured out before you sign the contract, there's that happens, and it can happen, and it's not fun. So my recommendation to anybody that's out there listening is, if you've gone to a mortgage loan officer or a bank to get pre-approved and they've just said, "Hey, here's your pre-approval letter, this is what you qualify for," without explaining what loan program it is or going over other options as far as coming up with a solid plan B, make sure that you revisit those conversations and say, okay, well, what's our plan B here? If you can get a real solid plan A and plan B and possibly even plan C together, you've just made yourself more robust as a buyer, more attractive as a buyer, and better prepared, which is the way that you should do it when you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on something.